Installing a new shower door is easier than you think. First, make sure to read the instruction manual for your Delta Mod shower door. Don't skip parts of the video, as you may miss key steps, and consult the manual for more information. Then, check that you have all the tools required for this install. Don't forget safety equipment like safety glasses, closed-toed shoes, and non-slip cut-resistant gloves. You'll also need 2 people for this install, so make sure to have someone else on hand. Next, you'll want to make sure that your shower door can fit in your enclosure. Measure the height, making sure the distance from sill to ceiling is over 74 inches. 63 3/4 inches if you are installing into an enclosure with a tub. Then, check the width of your enclosure. First at the bottom, and then 6 feet up the wall. Most walls aren't perfect, so these measurements most likely will differ. As long as the difference is less than 3/8 of an inch, and both measurements are within the 50 1/8 to 58 1/2 inch size requirements for our 60-inch door, or 43 3/8 to 47 3/8 inch size requirements for our 48-inch door, this door can be installed in your enclosure. If your enclosure has an acrylic surround, you'll need to check its wall height as well. This height needs to be more than 71 1/4 inch for our shower enclosures, or more than 59 inches for our tub enclosure. You'll also need to figure out if there's a stud near the front of your enclosure, as this is critical for an install. Once the center of the stud is found, mark its location at the bottom of the enclosure. The outer edge of the sill should be at least 2.5 inches away from this mark, and the inside edge of the sill needs to be at least 1/2 inch from this mark. If after double checking, all these measurements match the requirements, the door can be installed in your enclosure. If you have any questions about these measurements, call or email us here. Now, make sure you have all the components listed in the instruction manual, and that there aren't any stowaways hiding in pieces of packaging. It is also a good idea to tape over the drain as to not lose anything during the install. And be aware, there are 2 types of screw anchors that come with each shower door. One is used when installing into hollow acrylic parts of an enclosure, and a more standard tile anchor for the parts of the enclosure that are more solid, like tile or marble. Tile or marble surfaces should also be drilled with tile drill bits. Regular drill bits tend to crack tiles and should be avoided. Also, be very careful with each glass panel. The glass is tempered, which is stronger than normal glass, but not unbreakable. If hard materials, such as tile or metal, contact the glass, it could damage it and cause it to break. For this reason, please leave corner protectors on the glass until prompted to remove, and only place the glass on soft materials like cardboard or styrofoam when it is not on the shower door track. Lastly, this is important, when cutting the top track or dam strip, it is crucial that you are certain all measurements and marks are correct. A miscut track could completely ruin an install, and is one of the most common issues when trying to install a shower door. If at any point you have an issue, call this number, or email us here.